Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Scano's Garden, where the more we know, the better we grow. Zone 6 Urban Gardening. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in the Gym City, but it is hot. But, that's why I really wanted to get out here, because somebody had asked the other day, well, how do you really know when the sweet potatoes are done? And it just so happened that these sweet potatoes that I have out here, they are done. And it's really two purposes to this video. I wanted to show you guys, for one, to know how your sweet potatoes are done, and for two, to show you an easy way that I like to get them up, starting from the top, because there's a bunch of ways that people get their sweet potatoes out, because none of them grow the same pattern. I'm telling you that. And for three, is we're going into, especially here in Zone 6, we're at the end of August, and we're going into September. And right now is a really, really good time, guys, to start thinking about what you're going to grow next season, where you're going to grow it at, and how you're going to grow it, especially if you're thinking about growing things like sweet potatoes above ground or in the ground, because later on I'm going to tell you about a couple things about sweet potatoes you might want to consider before doing that. But here we go. Right around me, guys, we see how these sweet potato leaves are really really nice and vibrant and big and green, as I've showed you guys before. But when they start to do this, that is a really, really good sign that the sweet potatoes are about ready and all that stuff. And what I did was about a week ago, I tested a couple and seeing where they were at. So it was a really good time. So when you're out there and you're looking at your sweet potato vines and this and that, and they look like how they're looking around me with that wilty yellowness, they are about ready. And what you want to do is, a really good way, if you're thinking about growing sweet potatoes, is you want to take the slips or cuttings and you can put them in the house, and you can grow them really nice in the house. And then in about February and March, you can take them and root them in jars and then put them right back outside, and they'll repeat the process. It's a whole lot easier than taking seeds or brand new cuttings from somewhere or this or that, and you'll have a lot of them. So consider that too if you're thinking about growing sweet potatoes. So, okay, here we go. One thing that you're going to do is, the main part is where you put the sweet potato in the first place, where you planted the original stem at. So you want to go to that spot and kind of clear it away like this. And I always just use a spoon, guys, because one thing important is we don't grow our sweet potatoes just so we can be quick and mess them all up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get them out, because it's not a delicate thing, but you can easily scratch them and break them and things like that. So what I like to do is kind of clear out all the vines like this. Bam, just like that. And this works especially if you're growing in ground. And there's two things about growing in ground that you want to know. They will spread and take over everything where they're at, and then at certain parts of the vine will start rooting in the ground and repeating this whole process over and over. So you'll have a big old yard full of sweet potatoes. So keep that in mind, because you might want to go above ground where you can keep them more in control. You know what I mean? So like I said, I like to go around them, and it's better to start from the top first. So just go from the top right here and pull this off. Bam. There we go. And get that out the way. Now we'll start seeing them, and it'll be really, really easy to start getting them out of here from here without damaging them or messing them up. You feel me? Because I have a thing about that. Now what you want to do is just very easily just start wiggling them out. Some might take a little minute, but that's okay. We ain't in no rush. And like I said, we don't want to go breaking them and all that stuff. Bam. So there we go. Take a little more. We'll wiggle it real easy, because we want it to come out like that. You know what I mean? These are some really, really wonderful sweet potatoes right here, guys. And this is a really good way to get them out without damaging them. Pull that top part off and just go around them and start filling them. You feel me? Set this stack to the side. There we go. You know, if you got some good music, play some good music and all that stuff while you're out here. Me, I like to listen to the birds. It's really my favorite thing to do when I'm out here doing stuff like this. Now these deep ones are kind of deep. I really don't want to break them. There we go. So we want to get up under there so we get a nice little wiggle. There we go. We got a couple more down here, I see, which is cool. These are good. I'm just now really learning how to cook them, so this will be pretty nice for later on. Guys, real quick, while I'm getting this out, when I was talking about being that we're in September, we're going into September, this time is going to go fast. Like, we got September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Now, really, that's 6 months, because come March, you really don't want to be fumbling around, being confused, because we know what happens where confusion leads to nothing. You know, get a little confused about this or about that, or a little discombobulated, and all of a sudden it just won't happen. We want our garden beds to be down already. We want our above grounds to be built. We want to already start adding compost and things like that to our gardens. So come March, we can easily go out there. We know where we want to plant things. We know what we want to plant. We know how we're going to plant it. And it's going to make that whole transition a whole lot easier for everybody, for the plants, for you. And it's just going to add to from everything from a better yield to a better taste to a better feel to a better everything, guys. So keep that in mind, because this time is going to go quick. Before you know it, we're going to be in March repeating this whole process. So really get out there and use this time. Sit out there in your space or whatever and figure out what you want to do, how you want to do it, and what you're going to do, you know, how you want to grow it, where you want to grow it, and where you're going to grow it, you know, where the sun is going down. If your garage is giving off too much shade and this and that, the good sunny spots in your yard and all that stuff, start getting that together now. So come March, which is only 6 months away from now, we just want to all the way be ready. This is Scano's Garden. Follow, like, and subscribe at Scano's Garden. Remember to be gentle with those sweet potatoes as you go around there and get them all out and remove those vines. Have a wonderful day, guys. Stay hydrated and stay cool. I'll let your boy out.